What's up, guys? Here I am finally making another video. I know it's been forever. This is Corvette video part 27, so it's going to be mainly a Corvette video, obviously, but I do want to tell you a little bit about what's been going on, so let's just go ahead and dive right into it. So yeah, we moved. Me and my brother are living here now. This place my grandpa owns, we're renting it from him. Not at the lake anymore, I miss that a lot, but I do like this yard, and it's nice. So I have this little shop here where I got my car and tools and everything, and it's a little bit smaller than the other one, but it's a lot better than no shop at all. So out here working on the car today a little bit before I go to work, doing the same old thing as pretty much last time. It's just body work. Wanted to give you a little update on the headlight situation here. So I just watched my last video to kind of get an idea of where I left off, and as you can see, they look pretty much the same, but they're not the same. The old headlights that I had in my last video, I had made them out of that thin plywood, and then used like a bunch of resin and a bunch of fiberglass, a bunch of that tiger hair, and a bunch of bondo and that kind of stuff. So they're really heavy. They weren't that strong because I couldn't get behind them to fiberglass. So I decided to rip all that out and start over, because I was starting another project, which I talked about in the last video as well, which was removing the front bumper nibs here, and you can see I have accomplished that. I took off the urethane front bumper cone here, the nose piece, got all the old metal front bumper structure out. That was really rusted, so I had to replace that. That was really expensive, but I'm glad I did it. It's worth it. You know, I feel a lot safer with the car now, and there's no more rust up here. So while I had all that out and I was painting it and everything, I was able to get up underneath the car and get behind here and fiberglass this bucket in real nice. This is just a real thin well, not thin fiberglass, but it's, you know, it's a lot thinner than the other stuff was. And I actually made a mold out of the old buckets before I took them all out, the same way I do my helmets. You know, so I had the silicone here, and they made a mullet mold out of fiberglass. And I pulled all that off, and then I made a cast out of the fiberglass, and I stuck that in there, put tape around it, got behind it, and fiberglassed it all in real good. So that's how they're looking right now. And then as for the front bumper cone here, this is a fiberglass replacement. So I had to put that on there, fit it, and I got the bolts all bolted in, and I'm just now almost done filling in the seams finally. So it's finally starting to look back the way it was before I started all that mess, but it's a lot stronger, a lot nicer, and I'm really digging it. So one issue I do have with the headlights is, as you can see on this side, there's this big gap around where the actual headlight is, and that's necessary for me to get the headlight in and out, because I can't take them out from the front. So I have to leave it like that so I can slide it out from the side. But I didn't really like that gap there, because it kind of ruins the otherwise sleek and you know, uniform look. So I came up with this idea, which is to just create a piece of plastic. This is just a cardboard template right now, and I'll cut that out to shape to where it just fits around real snug, all the edges, and I'll attach that in there. That way that piece can be removed in and out, and then I can take the headlight and slide it in and out, but that just covers up the hole, makes it nice and uniform and real sleek. I think I talked about in the last video I was going to replace these halogen bulbs with LEDs. Well, I did, and I like the way they look a lot. I'm having a little bit of wiring issues right now, not just with the headlights, with the whole car pretty much. So once I get that ironed out, they should be nice and bright enough for me, which is good because I don't want them too bright anyways to blind people. So that's pretty much the front of the car. I did fill in those two holes here for the emblem like I was talking about, and I am going to do that idea where I just pinstripe all the emblems on, because I think that'll look really cool. Let's see what else. Still working on the hood. Haven't done much to it yet. I did take that side down to bare fiberglass pretty much, just to kind of see how it was going to act. So I did a little more priming here. Just got done repriming this fender, just with spray can primer, just to kind of clean it up and see how it looks. Same with back here. Took off this emblem. This is probably the only emblem I'll leave on here. Haven't quite decided, because I like that emblem there, but I don't know if it would look weird if I just left that one, so still kind of on the fence about that. Finished filling in the seam here. It started kind of popping up a little bit because the bumper was a little bit higher than the fiberglass body, so I cut it down a little bit and put some more bondo in. These look pretty much the same. Bumperettes, I haven't really done much to them, but I'll get those finished. And I think that's pretty much it. I am working on the interior a little bit, mainly, like I said, with a little bit of wiring. And I don't think I showed you guys this, but doing new gauges. Those are the Autometer old-time gauges. I've had the oil and the temp for a while now, and just ordered the fuel and the voltmeter yesterday, so they should be on their way. And I think they really look good in there. And this is actually a new gauge cluster surround piece or bezel or whatever you want to call it, because the old one had broke up in those corners up there on each side, so had to get a new one. I'm kind of actually on the fence right now about the paint. I know I've been saying forever that I want to do the satin dark gray body with the gloss dark green stripes on it, but I don't know. I was out here yesterday working on it, and I primed that fender, and I was just kind of looking at it, and I had a vision of it in gloss dark blue, actually, because that was my dad's favorite color. I would go blue, just because, you know, I don't know. I've been wanting gray and green for so long, but it made me start thinking about gloss, like dark gray, like charcoal gray or something. So I don't know. My brother keeps pushing me to do gloss because he likes gloss. So for the interior, I might do black interior when I get new panels for it, just because I don't want to be painting new panels, you know, a different color, and I don't think you can get like the actual green and the gray that I want for the interior if I was going to go gloss gray or the charcoal satin gray. So if I get black, I can do it with anything and it would look nice, I think. So that's probably what I'll do there. Trying to think of what else I want to say. The engine is doing pretty good. You guys know I rebuilt it. Having a little bit of issues with it. I'm not sure exactly what it is yet. I suspect, you know, a few things, but I've tried a few things as well, and it hasn't really done much. So basically, it kind of runs a little rough at like low RPMs when you're taking off, and it'll smooth out above like 2,500, 3,000 RPM, maybe like 2,000 RPM. Starts kind of smoothing out. So I've, you know, kind of tweaked around with the timing a little bit and tweaked around with the carburetor, different stuff. I've pretty much replaced everything in the distributor except for the little condenser in there, so I've just ordered one of those and I'm going to put that in, see if that helps. And if not, I may try an MSD ignition box, like control box, and see if I can put that in there and see if that makes a difference. I'm still a little worried about the cam. I don't know if I told you guys that, but it is a hydraulic flat tappet cam. I did the whole break-in procedure and everything for the cam, just like it, you know, the manufacturer said. I used good oil, I used the additive, the cam additive. I smeared all to hell with the cam lube and everything, assembly lube, before I put it together. And it just the lifters, I mean not the lifters, but the camshaft loads looked a little weird when I had the valve covers off, adjusting the valves and everything. And I actually emailed Crane's tech website, and they said that it looked fine, so I just let it go. And you know, when it's warm, it'll idle fine, and you know, everything. And like I said, it smooths out above like 2,000 RPM, but it's just at that low RPM when you're taking off, it just kind of like jerks and hesitates a little. runs rough. You know, I don't really know how to describe it. You know, you can't describe that kind of thing. You have to be here and experience it. But so I don't know if it's the cam or not. I'm paranoid about that kind of thing. So at this point, I've been screwing with this engine for so long that if it did crap out, I would probably go like all out on it. Because this one I went pretty far. I spent, not a lot of money, but not a little amount of money either on it when I was rebuilding it. So if it decided to go, I'd probably go all out on it. Maybe make it a 383 or something, but I'm not giving up on it yet. So yeah, I just thought I'd tell you guys about that. Think that's it. I still need to do the windshield. Hopefully I'll do that pretty soon. Got to do the little bit of rust around the corners here on the windshield frame, and that'll pretty much clean up the rest of the rust on this car, because it wasn't too bad. I think I might have mentioned I do want to redo my floors, because that's a pretty shitty job I did on them earlier, when I first got the car, just because I didn't want to have like Flintstone effect going on in there. So I'm going to take the other stuff out that I put in there and weld in some good metal one of these days, just so I can say that that's done right now. So that's it, guys. Just wanted to make this update video. I know it's kind of all over the place, but I knew I needed to get a video out. Maybe this will help kind of inspire me to continue working on it, because for a while there I wasn't working on it, mostly because of the engine trouble. But yeah, I'm out here, I'm working on it, and I'm making a video. I know, it's crazy. So as always, guys, thanks for watching, and if you guys have subscribed, thanks for subscribing, and if you have stayed with me this long, honestly, I'm surprised, but I thank you for it, and I appreciate it. So that's it, guys. Hope to see you in the next one. Hang in there.